What is up, guys? Zan from the Madden YouTube channel. In today's video, we're going to talk about why the fade stop is the best move the chains route in all of Madden 21. But before we get into the video, please do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. Also, make sure you guys take the time to hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of the uploads coming your way here on the Zan Madden YouTube channel. If you guys are looking to take your game to the next level in Madden 21, check out my brand new Madden strategy site, gridirongameplans.gg. Gridiron Game Plans is your one-stop source for staying on top of the competitive meta or the most effective tactics available. Our Sunday Vault updates will take a look at multiple topics every week that are popular in the community, show you guys how they're executed, and most importantly, how to stop those tactics. On top of that, you guys will get access to every single offensive and defensive game plan released while your subscription is active. For more information, click the link below in the description. Otherwise, let's get into today's tip. So we're going to be talking about the fade stop route today, guys. This is a route that I have harped on since last year. Unfortunately, last year it was a little bit tougher to throw because of the Blitz 7 meta. This year is a very different game in that it's a coverage-based game. A lot of players are rushing 3, 4, maybe blitzing 5, and they're basically dropping zones on the field. So I want to talk about the fade stop route as it pertains to how zones react. So for those that have been rocking with me since last year, you probably have seen this tip. We're going to elaborate on it a little bit further. A fade stop is kind of the funny looking curl route that you see in plays like Z-Spot in the gun bunch. This route is actually littered throughout Madden 21. You can find it pretty much in every single playbook. It is also found in the route tree of an outside apprentice or a wide receiver apprentice, or you can get it on outside receivers if your quarterback is a hot route master. So there are many ways to get this. Obviously the hot route master is probably the easiest way because you can put it on any play at any time. You don't have to have a specific player in a specific spot or call a specific play. But we'll go ahead and break it down here from the play Z spot. And I'm going to show this particularly to you out of against cover 2, because I think that this is one of the better zones in the game, or the better zone beaters in the game in terms of where it spots up. So I'm going to go ahead and run this out of bunch, which is everyone's favorite formation yet again this year, along with trips tight end as well. And we're going to use the fade stop route and we're going to smart route it. And you may notice that it actually goes to about 15 yards. The ball is spotted right now on the 50, and it looks like it's going to the opposite 35. Actually, this route goes a little bit further than that. It ends up checking up in the 17, 18, 19 yard territory, which makes it prime candidate to sit in between a cloud flat and a deep half found in a cover 2. So one thing that I'm going to do here is I'm just going to go ahead and spy off the rush to kind of show you the coverage versus the route here. And what we're going to do is I'm just going to run a simple curl flat combo to the backside by swinging the running back. If you have a hot route master, probably better off using a flat, which is more of a table route. But if you don't, just use a swing route. So it's totally up to you. What I want you to notice is how Evans is going to run his route. He's actually going to run his route, check up at about the other 31, 32-ish. And you're going to notice that the cloud flat will drop off of him and drop back down to the flat, or kind of play a area in between McCoy and Evans, making this a really good route to throw. So watch how Evans runs this route. He's going to spot up right there, and see how that's just an easy throw over the top right to the other 30-yard line, the 31, 32, as I mentioned. So the play art's a little bit tricky on this in that the route goes deeper than you would expect. Go ahead and show it to you again here. Let the pass rush on this time. Hopefully we get time to throw this, and we do. You see how you can throw that ball in there pretty easily. Very, very good route against your default zone settings. But you're probably asking, okay, well, what if we go back to the coach adjustments menu and we're playing cover 2, and let's say we back up our cloud flats to 20 yards. So let's go ahead and show that then. So we go into, you know, the cover 2 defense, and we tell our cloud flat, okay, let's go ahead and play at 20 yards. So we'll go back and call the exact same play. Truthfully, you could call any play and have a fade stop on it. Let me go ahead and change formations here. For instance, here's a play, Y stick halfback angle found in the Y trips. Right now I'm in the Washington book. For anybody that's curious, my Washington offense is available on Gridiron Game Plans, over 3 hours of content on the website right now. Again, that's included along with your subscription. You get all the vault updates plus all the offensive and defensive game plans. Right now, that Washington offense is already uploaded on the site, and I have plans to do a coverage seminar game plan coming out in the very near future after this upcoming vault update. So lots of content on the way on the website, but we'll go ahead and show you again here. We smart route this this fade stop route, and then you just put some sort of route that attacks the flat, either a swing or a table route if you have a hot route master quarterback. But again, now in this play, we've told this cloud flat, Avonte Maddox, go ahead and back up to 20 yards. So I want to just show you what this looks like, a 20-yard curl versus a 20-yard cloud flat. And again, I'm just spying the coverage just to kind of show you here. Watch how this plays. See how it just kind of sits there on the inside? It will kind of play that. But here's the thing. Most players don't play their cloud flats at 20 yards. They actually play them at 25. And the reason for that is a cloud flat at 25 yards is what is needed to play a crosser or a corner route more often than not. So what you're going to notice is that if they start to play the actual fade stop route, then you're going to have other routes in your offense wide open. Now, also don't forget that, I mean, if they're dropping their cloud flats to 20 yards, you really need to start to key in on that tactic and just take your flat. I think a lot of players right now are struggling with the idea of getting back into taking what's given to you. We've played Madden for so long where it's been a max protect, rollout, and chuck game. This game, more than any other, is super important to remember that you just need to take what is given to you. So if you see right here, you could go ahead and, I mean, take your checkdowns in the flat. I mean, see how he just sits there? I mean, that's 15 yards underneath. So put them in a spot where they have to basically guard the running back out of the backfield and also worry about the smart routed fade stop. Now, let's show you what most people are doing. They're going to drop their stuff to 25 yards because they, like I said, they want to take away corner routes. They want to take away the deep crossers coming from the other side of the field. So you're going to more often not see either a curl flat or a flat zone put to 25 rather than 20. And when they do that, that's going to be a little bit too deep, in my opinion, for them to stop this smart routed fade stop. Now, the smart routed fade stop is relative to a 10 yards to go. So you'll smart route it up to 20 if it's 10. And then, you know, obviously if it's third down and 13, then you smart route it. It's going to go a little bit deeper than 20 yards. So just kind of pay attention to the down and distance when you're smart routing this route, because again, it is not what it shows on the field. But you see right here, you know, if they're playing 25-yard curl flats, you will need a little bit of catching traffic, obviously, because the guy's going to hit him from behind. But you're going to notice that he spots up in front fairly well here. You see how he drops to 25 yards. You see how you can throw kind of an inside pass lead right there. So if they play 25-yard curl flats, which so many players do, this route is absolutely money in a third and long scenario because they're not really going to be able to stop it at the 25-yard depth that so many people are used to doing. So, you know, for instance, if I were to go ahead and call like dollar cover 2 press and, you know, I'm worried about a corner route, like a lot of players, especially on the play that we started the video out in, Z spot, you know, a 25-yard curl flat, you know, that's one of those things where they're looking to stop your steep corner to a guy like Godwin with the 25-yard curl flat. And, you know, even on this play, this corner route does get over the top of those. And you see if we didn't get a throw out of sack animation, that would have been open. So a lot of people are worried about how steep those corner routes are, especially if they're running a cover 2 shell. And they want to make sure that they have a 25-yard cloud flat or curl flat out there to defend that. And that's just going to leave the backside spot route open. So, you know, if you're running a play like Z spot out of the gun bunch, what you're going to end up being able to do is kind of make this your number one read. Like, okay, can I throw it? Can I throw it? Can I throw it? Okay, I'm getting rushed. Let's go ahead. Let's throw this route. Boom. You throw that curl first down for 22 yards. Pretty easily. Actually, right there, that was about 17. But, you know, they can't play a 25-yard cloud flat against a smart routed fade stop. Now, what if they play cover 3? If they go into cover 3 and they decide, okay, well, let's play cover 3 and maybe set our curl flats to 25 yards, which is another tactic, cover 2 with your cloud flats at 25 or cover 3 with your curl flats at 25. You see a lot of this. And, you know, you're going to be able to, let me go ahead and just call traditional cover 3 here. I don't want to get into a lock, cover 3 lock out of dollar. But again here, like if you're facing this style of defense, I mean, you're going to be able to smart route your fade stop. You know, you can still go with the running back in the flat. You're still in that scenario where it's a high-low on your curl flat. And then in terms of running off coverage in a cover 3, you would actually streak the outside receiver to make sure he's running off the coverage. And again, you're going to see very similar. You're going to see very similar results. You know, you could throw a low ball right here against a 25-yard curl flat. So this is one of those routes that truthfully really destroys everything. I mean, it's going to destroy spot drop zones set to 25 yards. It's going to destroy even man coverage. If you have a good receiver that can run a good curl route, body up, a big body like Mike Evans, big body receivers have a spot in this game again. Catching traffic is definitely there. So let's say that, you know, they're playing like 2-man under. Again, it's a timing throw in this regard, but you're going to be able to, you know, if it's 2-man under, you set up your man beater or whatever. But, you know, you're going to be able to, obviously that's a trash route combination with the bunch, but I'm trying to get everybody out of the way of the curl or the backside fade stop here. You know, kind of let Evans, he's actually getting pressed to oblivion right here. But you see how when he turns around, the guy's clearly on his back. I'm going to go ahead and spy the pass rush here. That press was actually phenomenal. I don't think I've seen a press animation quite like that. But again, here's the fade stop. This time he beats the press and then he stops. But, you know, obviously it's going to depend on the leverage. You know, if they're playing the press alignment, I think that the press is really good. But the thing is, a lot of players play over the top. So man coverage, you know, if they play over the top, they're not going to press, and that's not going to put them in a spot where that trail technique is going to be in a spot where it can react to the stop on the fade. So, you know, this is designed to look like a fade that just stops in the middle of the field, and it's supposed to be really good against, you know, especially if they're playing over the top man. It's gonna be great against the spot drop zone. But you see right here he is, and then you just wait on it, boom, and you see how you're gonna body up. So if you notice, a lot of players are playing man press and then shading over the top, which so many players are doing right now. They're playing that cover one and shading over the top. You're gonna be able to throw this route very, very easily against pretty much all those popular tactics. So again, 25-yard curl flats, 25-yard cloud flats, and also over the top shaded man coverage. You're gonna do pretty well. Let's go ahead and round that out with the main meta defense: curl flats, cover one, and man coverage. So if you see here, this might be a little bit tougher squeeze. I mean, I think I called the wrong play here, but we'll mimic it. So, you know, if you're facing your standard man under with 25-yard purples on the field, which is everyone's favorite defense this year, let me go ahead and audible into that. So cover two, man blitz. Let me go ahead and man align. All right, so you're typically used to seeing something like, you know, like this, right? And then they're telling these guys to drop to 25. You're going to be able to see, and then they shade over the top. So they tell their guys, do not press. I don't want you to get beat off the press. Shade over the top. Again, if this works, great. I mean, but you would think that man coverage plus a 25-yard curl flat would be enough to stop this route, right? You're going to see here that it's really not. So again, yet another situation where this route, smart routed to 20 yards on a 1st down and 10 or a 3rd down and 10, is going to absolutely destroy the most popular metas: 25-yard zone drops and shaded over the top man. So that's today's video, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Again, hopefully this gives you a little bit of a peek behind the curtain. Kind of shows you the level of detail that I take in the content that I drop on Gridiron Game Plans. You guys can go over to the website, check out the vault updates. Our next one is going to be this coming Sunday and every Sunday throughout the Madden season. Offensive game plan already on the website with plans for a defensive coverage seminar showing you guys how to shut down bunch, trips tight end, split close, all those popular passing formations that are running rampant right now. We're going to have you guys taken care of in short time on the website. Hopefully I'll see you guys there. Otherwise, we'll see you guys here on the YouTube channel. Make sure you guys sub. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Until then, this is Zan. Get the lab in. Good luck.